Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In today's meeting, we will focus on the Woodward-Fisher rule for calculation of lambda max of dynes. This is part of ultraviolet spectroscopy, UV spectroscopy. Now there are certain rules which are given by these two scientists, Woodward and Fisher, for calculating the lambda max of dynes. Now these are the rules which allow us, which are used to calculate and predict the lambda max, approximate wavelength of the absorption maxima for substituted conjugated dynes. Dynes which are conjugated and substituted, such type of dynes, lambda max is calculated by using these rules. And butadiene is taken as the parent compound, and then increments are added to that as for each substituent. There are two types of dyne, transoid and cis-side dynes. They have been assigned the base values as 215 and 255 nm respectively, and then 5 nm are added for each alkyl group, halogen atom and exocyclic double bond. For each double bond extending conjugation, we add 30 nm to the base value. These are the theoretical things. uh, there are two types of dynes we have explained. If two double bonds they are existing within the same ring, that is called as homoannular dyne. This is the example of homoannular dyne. This is the example of heteroannular dyne. Heteroannular dyne, when double bond they are present in two different rings, that is called as heteroannular dyne. Now what is the here base values they are given? Now here again same in the that data which we have interpreted before. This is in the form of some sort of tabular form. A cyclic or heteroannular dyne, it will have lambda max of 214 nm, 215 nm, one and same thing, some difference may be there. Homoannular dynes 253, this is the base value. Then addition for each substituent, if alkyl group is there, then 5 nm, alkoxy group 6 nm, halogen group is there, then 5 nm. For acyl group there is no weightage. If there is additional conjugation or extension of conjugation, then 13 nm. If one double bond is exocyclic to one ring, then it is 5 nm. If double bond is exocyclic to two rings simultaneously, then its contribution will be 10 nm. For example, let us we will see the example. Let us take this example. Now this is the parent dyne, 1,3-butadiene. Now in this 1,3-butadiene, this is the alkyl substituent shown here. One alkyl substituent. This is our parent dyne. It has contribution of 217 nm, 215, 217. Smaller difference may be there according to the literature. In different books, some values may differ, but basic values are around 215 nm. So this is one of the alkyl substituent. This is our parent dyne. This is one alkyl substituent. This is our second alkyl substituent shown from this arrow, isn't it? So parent, what will be the value? 217 or 215. Okay, 215 nm or 217 nm, whatever it may be. Different books they may have some 2-3 values uh, uh, difference of 2 to 3 nm. So 215 consider here, 217 it is given. Then two alkyl substituents. These are two alkyl substituents. This is replaced one of the, this is our basic compound CH2. Here it should be CH2, isn't it? So one hydrogen atom from this, it is replaced by means of this carbon, and other carbon atom by means of this carbon atom. So two ring residues, we call it as two ring residues. So 2 into 5, what will be it? 10 plus 5. 5 this bond is exocyclic to ring. Okay. This is the base value for this diene 217. Then two alkyl or two ring residues. Okay, that contribution will be 2 into 5, 10 plus 1 exocyclic double bond. So it is 230, 232 nm. This is our predicted values, and observed values to 236.5 nm, nearly matching. Now here this is exocyclic double bond. Examples of different exocyclic double bonds they are given. Here it is exocyclic double bond. So it is one exocyclic double bond. Now second example is this. This is also exocyclic double bond. These examples they are quoted from P.S. Kelsey. There is very fine book written by P.S. Kelsey for spectroscopy purpose. Very detailed study is there in P.S. Kelsey. So this is one of the exocyclic double bond. This is exo2, this cyclic ring, hexagonal ring. This is pentagonal ring, cyclobutane, exocyclic to this. This is exocyclic to this ring. This is our ring, and this is exocyclic to this. Okay, come to this now. 2,4-hexadiene. Now, if you come to 2,4-hexadiene, what is the base value? 215 nm, 217 nm, whatever it may be. This is the base value. Now, how many number of ring residues are here? In case of open chain compound, we used to call it as alkyl substituents. If ring is there, then we call it as a ring residue. Here it is an aliphatic compound, open chain compound. Therefore, in case of aliphatic or open chain compound, we call it as a alkyl substituent. Now this is our hexadiene. What is parent? This is our parent. CH2, CH, 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 double bond CH2. This is our parent. Okay, this is the parent. In 2,4-hexadiene, this compound is parent. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 means butadiene. Butadiene is the parent. Okay. Now this is CH2. Now from this CH2, we have replaced one hydrogen atom by means of methyl group. So it is one alkyl substituent. Okay. One alkyl substituent here. Now here, out of this CH2, one hydrogen atom is again replaced by means of methyl group. Therefore, second alkyl substituent. So base values 215 nm, two methyl groups or two alkyl substituents. Now value will be 10. So 215 and 10, 225 nm. Okay. We have to understand this is our parent. Butadiene is our parent, and from parent, two hydrogen atoms they have been replaced. One hydrogen atom from this side and one hydrogen atom from this side. Therefore, these are two alkyl substituents. Okay, so their contribution will be 5 each. This will be 5, this will be 5, 5 into 10. So 225 nanometers. Now second example is this. Now this is homoannular dyne. See here, it is a homoannular dyne. For homoannular dyne, what is the value? 253 nm. Okay. Now here we will call it as ring residue. Now this is our parent CH2 and here CH2. Here it should be CH2. Now you see here. Now this CH2, one hydrogen atom is there. CH. Here it is CH. Double bond is here. It is a double bond and here CH is there. Whether shown or not shown, hydrogen atom is considered here. Now this hydrogen atom is then replaced by means of carbon atom. Okay. This hydrogen atom is replaced by means of carbon atom. So it is one ring residue. Okay. Now there are two hydrogen atoms here. CH2, it should be CH2. But both hydrogen atoms, they have been replaced by means of carbon atoms. This one carbon atom, this is one carbon atom. So how many? 1, 2, 3. 3 ring residues. 15 nm. And one exocyclic. It is not hexocyclic, it is exocyclic. In some of the books, wrongly it has been printed as hexocyclic. It is exo means outside. Exo means outside. So this double bond it is exo to this ring. If we consider this ring, then this is exo to this ring. So what will be its contribution? 5 nm. So this is 268 plus 5, 273 nm. Okay. In this way, value will be 273 nm for this. Now come to this. In some of the books, ring residues they have been wrongly shown. You consider this example. If you consider this example, then this is our base. Double bond CH2, double bond CH2. Now it is a heteroannular die. Two double bonds they are present in two different rings. So 214 nm, 215 nm. Now ring residues. Not double bond CH2, here double bond CH2. Now out of CH2, one hydrogen atom it is replaced. So one ring residue. Now this should be CH here. It should be CH. Now out of that CH, one hydrogen atom it is replaced by means of carbon atom here. This is the carbon atom. Okay. Therefore, this will be second ring residue. And this will be third ring residue. It should be CH2 here. So out of CH2, one hydrogen atom it is replaced by means of again carbon atom. So therefore value will be total 214 nm base. This is our base heteroannular dyne. 3 ring residues 1, 2 and 3, 15, and this double bond is exocyclic to this ring. We have shown in the examples how double bonds they are how exocyclic double bond is there. If you consider this ring, then this double bond it is exo to this. Therefore 214, 15 and 5 it is 234 nm. If you put a double bond, again if you put a double bond here, it will be the extension of the conjugation. This is the conjugation. Double bond, single bond, double bond. Again single bond. If you put a double bond here, then it will be extension in the conjugation. Okay. For extension of the conjugation, what is the contribution? 13 nm. 30 nm. If there extension of conjugation, then that value should be extended furthermore by 30 nm. It is such type of situation is not there, but I am showing you. If you put a double bond here, then this double bond is extended here. Double bond, single bond, double bond. What is called as extension of conjugation. Those examples are not quoted here. Double bond, but somewhere you see here again. Now these rules are used to calculate and predict the approximate wavelength, that is lambda max, of the for substituted conjugated dienes. Butadiene is taken as the parent compound and then increments they are added to that. For each double bond extending the conjugation, we add 30 Nm. This is the explanation there. So this is a homoannular diene. If two double bonds they are present within the same ring, it is called as a homoannular diene. If two double bonds they are present in the different ring, that is called as a heteroannular diene. Now this is the tabular presentation of that. A cyclic or heteroannular diene 214 Nm. This is the base value. Homoannular diene 253 Nm. Here double bonding, where that is additional conjugation or extension of conjugation 30 Nm. Alkoxy group 6 Nm. This if chloride group, bromide group is there, then that is 5 Nm. Now let us take this example. This diene. Then what will be the parent value? 215 Nm. This is our parent. Double bond, single bond, double bond. This is our parent. Okay. So parent value is 215 Nm. Now one exocyclic double bond. This is exocyclic double bond. Okay. 5 Nm. Now two alkyl groups or two ring residues. Where there are two ring residues now here. Now this is our parent. This is our parent. From this to this. This is our parent alkene butadiene. Again 1, 2. This is 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is our parent butadiene. Now this is ring residue here or alkyl substituents. Ring residue 1, this is second ring residue. Okay. So two ring residues 10 Nm. Okay. And one exocyclic double bond 5 Nm. So total value will be 230 Nm in this way. Now here in case of this is cyclohexadiene, isn't it? This is cyclohexane. So hexadiene, two double bond they are present. So what is the parent value? 215 Nm. Homoannular diene. Two double bonds they are present within the same ring. So homoannular diene. Okay. Homoannular diene. Now number of ring residues or alkyl substituents. Now this is our parent. From this is the parent. How many substituents are there? Yes. How many alkyl substituents or ring residues are there in this example? Yes. Okay, two ring residues are there. So two ring residues are there. Base value is 215 nm and two ring residues 10 nm, 265. Okay. Now if I put a double bond here, if I put a double bond, suppose here, now what will be its contribution? How more that lambda max will be go further? Yes, if I put a double bond here, then what will be contribution of that double bond? That this is conjugation. If I put a double bond here, then it will be extension of the conjugation. Then what will be the contribution? If I put a double bond here, then it will be extension of the conjugation. Now this lambda max will be extended or increased by 30 nm. If I put a double bond, that will be extension of the conjugation. Conjugation is extended here, so that will be 13 nm. Okay. With these examples, we will stop here. If you have not got any point, I may explain once again. In the next meeting, we will focus on the PMR or nuclear magnetic resonance. In some of the books, in one of the books I have seen this example is not shown in a correct manner. They have shown the ring residues in a wrong manner. So I have made this structure with the help of paint. This is the handmade structure. Okay, if you have any difficulty, you may ask. Otherwise, I will stop the meeting. Okay, I think there is no problem. Okay, if problem is there, you may put in the chat box. I am waiting for your chats. Okay. Okay. In the next meeting, we will. I have told you, we will discuss the PMR or nuclear magnetic resonance. That is not more difficult, but with the help of some examples, we have to explain that. Okay. And tomorrow, we will meet inshallah. Okay. We will stop with that. Okay. Jazakallah.